Hello, my friends. I hope you all are doing well. Currently, we're in a bit of a weird time of the year regarding new content around theme parks, just because in the months of June and July, there's not that much happening at the parks because it is peak summer travel. And for today's video, I would like to have an open conversation and be very transparent regarding my travel business, Key Getaway, because I know a lot of you have questions. I am also in the process of trying to talk a little bit slower just to give my thoughts a little more time to come out of my mouth, just to sound better. And I feel like since I've been making this change, it's just helped my day-to-day a lot more. You know, I do get pretty anxious, believe it or not, making these videos, especially when I'm out in public making these videos. My anxiety just kind of spikes a lot, and that's something else that I've been working on. And I just feel like in order to help this anxiety, I'm having to do a few changes in my life, but also one of those changes is just trying to slow down my mind and slow down my thoughts. And like I said, it has been helping me a lot. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Last year, I did open up my own travel business, my own travel agency, Key Getaway. I am a certified travel professional and a licensed travel agency here in the state of Florida. And last year in 2024, I was just learning the business, learning all of the techniques, and just legally getting registered through the state of Florida. And in order to open up your own travel agency here in the Sunshine State, you do need to be licensed through the state of Florida, and you need a Florida seller of travel license, which I do have here in the office, hung up right over here on the wall. I'm saying all of this that way everyone watching, you know how official I am. And because I have my own travel agency, I don't have to answer to anyone other than the state of Florida. Of course, I am also following all of the guidelines as well. And business has been doing very well, as I just entered month number 6 of my travel agency being in full operation. However, I feel like some people don't think I am a legitimate travel agent or a legit travel agency, and I'm not really understanding why, because I am licensed in every way possible. This is a legit business. I have insurance, I'm protected, I have my own lawyer. We're good here at Key Getaway. And I think the reason why some people don't think I'm legit or this is just a joke is just because I've been here on YouTube for nearly 10 years. And I feel like because today's influencers and content creators, whether that's on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, I feel like some influencers have really ruined just our reputation of people trying to be an entrepreneur from being on social media. And that's why I completely separated Key Getaway from what I do here on YouTube. Even though I do talk about it, of course, it's my business. I have to promote my business. And I'm very thankful that I have an audience. That way I can promote my business too. I'm very grateful. Honestly, it's just another roadblock. I mean, you know, business is great. I can't complain, like I said. But the point of this video is to just come on here and let you know I am legit. I'm certified. I'm licensed through the state. I'm not playing any games. This is a very successful business, and it's going to be even more successful here in the future. I also want to throw this in because I do feel like a small percentage of people who watches these videos may think I'm cocky. That's not the case. I'm just really passionate and I'm really confident in everything I do. And I wasn't always like this. It took me a very long time to get to this level of just loving myself and believing in myself. And I want each and every one of you to feel like that, just because life is a lot better when you're confident. But please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just trying to promote myself, but also answer your questions as transparent as I can. One of the questions that I have been receiving is, why did I become a travel agent? And I know I mentioned this a little bit earlier ago, but I've been doing this travel thing here on YouTube for nearly 10 years. And I know Disney and Universal and cruise lines and Hawaii like the back of my hand, just because I've been there so much and I take you with me on all of these adventures, and I just wanted to help you in an all new way. As I take you on these adventures and I read your comments, I see your questions, and I know a lot of you would benefit if you had someone like Key Getaway book your travel and take care of everything in between. And that's why I wanted to build my agency like this, because all you have to do is make an appointment, answer 5 questions, and make your payments towards your trip. I'm going to do everything else. I can't say this any simpler or easier. I'm doing everything for you. That way you don't have to, because I know a lot of you do get stressed out when you do book your travel, as you have so many options and so many decisions to make. I'm doing that for you. I'm taking on that stress and that burden. That way you do not have to. That way you can spend more time being excited for your vacation and spend more time enjoying your actual vacation. Even when you're on vacation, I am still taking care of you. So let's just say if there's an issue at your hotel or your flight gets canceled, guess what? You don't have to get on the phone. You don't have to get up to walk over to the front desk or try to change your airline ticket in the airport, wait in these long lines. No, I'm doing it for you. And you know, we have used a few travel agents in the past trying to book our vacations, and yeah, it was a pretty good experience, but I did still find myself doing a lot of the legwork, and that also inspired me to just do things my way. And it's really paying off, as I'm hearing such good feedback from all of my clients, as word has been spreading about Key Getaway, and I'm just very, very grateful for my clients and even you watching this video or going over to my website. And a lot of you have told me when you're ready to start booking your vacation, you're going to come my way, which I'm very grateful for as well. But that's just what it is. I really wanted to build this business the way I would like to go on vacation and not have to stress and worry about things, especially nowadays with travel insurance and the weather and just everything that's happening around the world. You just need to be protected with your investment, and your investment being your vacation, because let's face it, these vacations are not cheap. So what is Key Getaway? Yes, we are a travel agency with travel agents, but Key Getaway is a travel concierge service. We are a service to you, meaning you tell me what you want and I'm going to make sure you get exactly what you tell me that you want. And one thing that I worked very hard on all last year was my service, because I really wanted a concierge level of service. And that is one of the biggest things that I'm hearing back from my clients. It's just how easy and how convenient I make things. Because like I said, all you have to do is schedule an appointment, come on a Zoom meeting, answer 5 questions, and make payments towards your trip. And that's all that you have to do. So let me quickly explain the process if you would like to book your vacation with me at Key Getaway. All you're going to do is go to keygetaway.com, and then at the top you are going to see book your trip now. You're going to click that and it's going to bring you over to my scheduling page, where you are going to pick a date and a time for our Zoom meeting. Once you make your appointment, I am then going to start to customize your trip based on 2 questions that I'm asking you when you're going to make this appointment. Where are you going to vacation, and when are you looking to vacation? That way I can start the process, and then we are going to hop on a Zoom meeting where I get to talk to you for 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute consult, and the point of this consult is for me to really understand what exactly you want on this vacation. I'm asking you everything: where you want to stay, what's your budget, how many park days do you want, what kind of excursions would you like to, dining reservations. Also, do you have any dietary restrictions, any allergies? Do you prefer a higher level, a lower floor? Do you need anything accessible? That is my time to really understand you and your travel party. That way I can create an amazing vacation. That way everything goes right. You have a sense of peace when you're booking and when you're enjoying your vacation. And I am also going to be creating you a custom itinerary to fit you and your travel party. In this itinerary, you're going to see all of your reservations, such as your hotel accommodations, your flights, your dining reservations. If you have any excursions, I am also going to put Google Map links. That way, let's just say if you're walking through Greece and you have an excursion, but you don't know where to go, all you have to do is get on your Turn account where your itinerary is going to be, click on the excursion, and then click on the Google Map link, and then it's going to pull you right over to Google Maps, and it's going to tell you exactly where to go all throughout your vacation. I can also take care of your airfare. I can take care of any rental cars that you may want or a private car service. I can do all of that for you. When it comes to Disney, I can book your dining reservations. I can book all of your lightning lanes. So I am really making things even more convenient for you with my signature service. Something else that I am doing is, let's just say you book a vacation and a better promotion comes out or the price just changes. Well, I am actively looking at all of the price changes and promotions across the board. And if I see your vacation that you booked at a lower price or a better promotion, guess what? I can get you the better price. I am also going to be creating a destination guide for you, plus a packing list with all of the specifics and all of the details. Now, this is where I want to be very transparent with you, as I know several of you have asked this question. When you go to make an appointment with me to book your vacation, there is a $39.99 charge. This is not a fee, it's just a gratuity. And the reason why I charge this is because, number one, of our time and of our service, because we are a business, and again, we are a service to you. Plus, with me, I come from being online for nearly 10 years. I do have my fair share of trolls where people do get very obsessed and they like to be very negative and they just do harm to you. And this is something that I've been dealing with for a very, very long time. And the main reason why I do charge this in order to make an appointment with me is just to get those people out. I don't want to be trolled and I don't want to waste my time because I am so busy and I'm just out here making an honest living and doing what I gotta do and doing my job extremely well. Again, just to clarify, that charge is for my time, my service, and to keep these internet bullies away from me as much as possible. And sure, trolls can make an appointment, but guess what? You're paying to troll. And that is a one-time charge. You don't have to pay anything else. Plus, this charge is to enroll as a client of ours here at Key Getaway, meaning you pay $39.99 and that's it. So let's just say if you wanna go on 5 more trips, 10 more trips, 3 trips a year, you don't have to pay that again. That is just a one-time charge. And honestly, I look at this charge more as a gratuity for us, for our service. And I am completely aware that there are thousands of other agencies that don't charge a fee. Their services are free, so be it. That's just how it's been for years upon years, and the travel industry has changed big time in the last few years, and it is still changing as we're moving into the future. And this is just a way that I can make money for my business. And yeah, you can go with these other agencies and not pay a fee, but I guarantee you, you are not going to get what I'm able to do for you as far as making your vacation easy and convenient. And something else about these other agencies is you go to just inquire about more information and you have to fill out 50 questions about your vacation and X, Y, and Z. Nobody has time for that. I'm not going to make you fill out a 50 question questionnaire about your vacation. That's what our Zoom meeting is for. I'm giving you 30 minutes of my attention during our consult to really understand what all you are wanting. And a lot of the time, you have so many options, you don't know where to go. And that's what I'm really trying to listen out for during our Zoom meetings. That way I can get you the best of the best with no stress and more convenience. And during our meeting, that is the time where I'm asking you those 5 questions and we are starting to arrange a payment plan for you. And if you don't want to have a Zoom meeting, that is okay. Just let me know and we can have our meeting on the phone. And other agencies are making you answer all of these questions and they're not even communicating with you by phone or on Zoom. It's just all email. And I know some people may like that, but to me, I'm making the service very personable, crafting your vacation tailored to you and your travel party. And that's it. That's all that you have to pay. Now, I do have another option. You don't have to go with this option. You don't have to pay for it, but it is there just in case you want to make your vacationing even easier than it already is going to be. And that is going to be with my signature service. So again, you're going to want this if, let's just say, you're coming to Walt Disney World and you want me to do everything, meaning dining reservations and lightning lanes, everything else in between, I'm taking care of it. Plus, you're receiving our signature service. But I'm not going to talk about everything that you will get with my signature service. I want that to be a bit of a surprise when I'm explaining it during our Zoom calls. And my signature service works best internationally. And speaking of international, that is another question that I have been receiving so much is, does Key Getaway book international guests? Right now at this current time, I am only able to work with US residents only. You have to be living in the United States in order to book vacations with us here at Key Getaway. However, I am working very hard on trying to get licensing across the world, basically. One of my first steps is Canada and the UK, and then hopefully Europe, and just expanding from that. But let's just say you live outside of the United States and you are still very stressed about your upcoming vacation and you would like some help. Well, you can still schedule a 30-minute consult with me and I can explain everything to you. I can guide you where to go. I can share my own tips and tricks, and I can still customize a custom itinerary for you and your travel party. However, I just cannot legally book anything for you, but I can guide you and I can still give you a lot of the things that I'm able to do regarding my service. And something else that I want you to know is I have access to book vacations from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you're vacationing to, as long as you live inside of the United States, I can book anything for you. I will say, I do specialize in Disney vacations, Universal Hollywood and Universal Orlando vacations, all major cruise lines, Japan, Greece, and Europe vacations. Those are what I really specialize in. But like I said, I do have access to book everything in the world. And right now, I am really working hard on river cruises. So if you're interested in Viking, I can do that for you as well. Plus, I can book African safaris. I can book your entire African adventure, and this is something that I really want to do in the future. The final question that I wanted to talk about is, how do I get paid as a travel agent? I know a lot of you have asked this question. So when you are a travel agent, you are working as an independent contractor, meaning you're not getting paid hourly, you're not getting paid a salary, you are solely working off commissions. So when you book a vacation package and you pay it in full, let's just say you're booking a Walt Disney World vacation package, I am going to receive a percentage of that vacation, and that's how I get paid from commissions. And being a travel agency owner, I get to take a certain percentage from my agents every time they get a commission, and that's just one of the awesome benefits and perks of being a travel agency owner. And you get to do things your own way. And after our consult, when I customize your vacation, and let's just say I gave you an option, 2, 3, maybe 4 options of different ways you can go about your vacation, or just different hotels, different flights, whatever the case may be, when I present that to you, it's going to look so beautiful, so sleek, and very professional. And this is something that I just really love about what we do here at Key Getaway, is just how beautiful and how professional we make everything look. One more thing that I did want to address, I did make a video earlier this year about how I wanted to hire a bunch of travel agents working for Key Getaway. I think long term, yeah, that is the plan, just to have agents working with me. That way I can just keep building on Key Getaway. But something that I have been learning from the beginning of this year is I don't really want to hire too many agents right now. I really want to keep my agency very small and boutique. And you know, I have been asked several times, and I've been reading your emails and comments about how can we work for you at Key Getaway. Right now, I am looking for agents with 5+ years of experience, or you can go through Wanderlust Campus and get certified through them, and you don't have to have any experience. As long as you take the course and you have your certificate from Wanderlust Campus, you can come set up an interview with me and we can see if we can move forward. But currently, those are the only 2 ways that you can get an interview with me and we can look to, you know, add you to the team. But I will say, I'm trying to keep my agency very small, and I just like the ways of a boutique travel agency. With that, that's all of the bullet points and notes that I had regarding what I wanted to talk about on this video. If you have any more questions that I may have not answered, feel free to leave them down below in the comments and I will try my best to answer them, or just shoot me an email to devin@keygetaway.com, or just make an appointment. That way I can really show you what Key Getaway is all about. Anyway, that is all that I have for you in today's video. Don't worry, we have some fun and exciting things coming up shortly. Like I said, it's just a weird time during the summer, just because not too much is happening at the theme parks, but I may really want to do a road trip soon. I'm still thinking about how I would want to do that, but that is an idea that I'm playing with here very soon. But I love you all. Please stay safe, and I will see you very soon in the next video. I'm out.